Kharagpur, our speaker for today's session is one of the rare IITians who joined the Indian Navy to serve the nation. He was in the commissioning crew of INS Virat and contributed immensely to the computerization in the Indian Navy and also developed the first multimedia of India at INS Versura, Jamnagar in 1991. A consultant, a coach, a writer, and a mentor for the corporate world, he's one of the best motivational speakers in India. An exemplary personification of leadership and communication skills, his achievements are hard to fit in a single introductory speech. On behalf of the entire IIT Kharagpur family, I extend a warm welcome to Commander VK Jaitly, ex-commander, Indian Navy, and the advisor of technology students, Gymkhana. We welcome you, sir, and eagerly look forward to an engaging discussion on the topic, me, my family, and my country. Over to you, sir.
The most important person, let me tell you, you yourself. Next comes my family, and then the country, of course. And how we create a balance between the three, we'll talk about that. And here is one video. Just tell me if you are able to see and you are able to listen to the audio also. Audio is okay?
Yes, yes. Okay.
Yes, I can, suddenly, yes, I can. Gee, I'm afraid to go on has turned into, yes, I can. Take a look, what do you see? 133 pounds of confidence in me. Got the feeling I can do anything, yes, I can. Something that sings in my blood is telling me, yes, I can. I was just born today, I can go all the way, yes, I can. 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 Hey, yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can! Are you ready? I can climb Everest. Yes, I can. I can fight here all night and never rest. Yes, I can. I was just born today. I can go all the way. Yes, I can.
Now, after seeing this video, how do you feel? You saw the enthusiasm, the energy in the minds of these people, all of them handicaps. This was a recording of one of the Paralympics, and then a song has been put on top of that. Now, after seeing such type of video, don't you think we must thank God that we have got everything? God has given us everything. Shouldn't we get a wow feeling? Ki, hey, Bhagwan, you are great. You have given us everything. How lucky we are. whatever you may be, gora, kala, mota, patla, whatever it is, you must love yourself. You landed at IIT Kharagpur. Isn't it something great to celebrate? Isn't it something to thank God? The first premier institute of this IIT Kharagpur. What a great thing. The very fact coming to IIT should make you feel proud. Feel proud about yourself always and every time. Love yourself. Very, very important. Daily in the morning when you get up, what do? We straight away go to the bathroom, most of us. Look at the mirror and smile at yourself and say, hey guy, you are one of the great chap. Keep doing a good job. You are a smart chap. You are a smart girl. Tell yourself, love yourself. You are born as a human being. That is also something to celebrate. There are so many creatures on this world, many more than the human beings, and you are one of the human beings. You are born as a human being. And feel proud about your parents. Always your parents, whether your father is a commissioner, an IAS officer, a professor, a doctor, engineer, or even a chai wala, or even a rickshaw wala, or even just a clerk. Whatever it may be, they are your parents. Feel proud about your parents. And particularly, if you are from a lower income group, your pride in them should be much more. Because from that level, they have been able to bring you to this level that they have brought you to IIT Kharagpur. Feel proud about your brothers and sisters. Feel proud about your education. Wherever you got it, in a government school or a convent school or a public school, wherever it could be. Feel proud about your mother tongue also. If you are not able to speak good English, just doesn't matter. Are you able to express in your mother tongue? Yes, you can. Be proud of that. And feel proud about our great nation. The oldest civilization in this world. There's a saying by one of the poet, यूनानो मिस्रो रोमा सब मिट गए जहां से अब तक मगर है बाकी नामो निशा हमारा. We are a great nation. You are born in India, the God's own country. So feel proud about yourself. Remember, you are you. Don't compare against others. That somebody is at a higher level in terms of money or in terms of marks or whichever may be, or in sports, or in cultural activities. Yes, be ready to compete, no problem. But best is, they say winners compete against themselves. They better their own records constantly. So, in the bargain, you will become a champion also one day. In whichever field you feel that, yes, I'm good at in this field, try to excel in that. But don't compare with others. That generates hatred. That generates jealousy. You know this gentleman? Thomas Edison. He invented the light bulb after some 2000 experiments. And a young reporter asked him how it felt to fail so many times. And he said, hey, I never failed once. It just happened to be a 2000-step process. That is the greatness of this man. He learned from all those 2000 failures and invented the light bulb. They say success is that little extra effort despite competition. Yes, competition is very much there, no doubt. But despite that competition, you have to put in that extra effort little bit and you will beat the competition, no doubt. So always be ready to put in that little bit of extra effort. You must have heard this saying, simple living and high thinking. साईं इतना दीजिए जामे कुटुंब सुमाए, मैं भी भूखा ना रहूं, साधु ना भूखा जाए. ये संत कबीर कह के दे. No, Saint Kabir said a very great thing. But I believe in the modern times, what is wrong with high living and high thinking? Thinking should remain high, no doubt about that. But what's wrong in buying a big car, a big bungalow? As far as your thinking remains high, as far as you earn it by honest means, not by exploiting anybody. That is important. So now the times have come. Believe in high living and high thinking. Let's be an aimer and not a blamer. There are some people who blame anything which comes in their way. Even if the weather, it is too cold, they will blame the weather also. If it is too hot, it is sweating, they say, come on man, so bad weather and all that. If they get low marks in the class, they blame their teacher. Hey man, in the same class, some other guys also have got much better marks than yours. So don't blame your teacher. If you have to blame anybody for anything, blame yourself. And then come out of that. That's also very important. Don't keep blaming all the time. So from today onwards, guys, no complaints, no cribbing. They say 50% of the people don't care if you have a problem. And the other 50% are happy that you have a problem. खुश होते हैं ये फंस गया. So there is no point. जिसको बोलते हैं ना ढिंढोरा पिटाना दुनिया में कोई फायदा नहीं उसका. Yes, you can share your problem with your close friends. That's all. But there's no use of telling the whole world. Always motivate yourself to achieve physical and mental toughness. As engineers, or for that matter in any profession, you got to be physically and mentally tough. And how you can do that? Physically. Yoga is one which gives you both physical and mental toughness, let me tell you. And if you are doing jogging, some playing, etc., for your mental toughness, do some little bit of what they call meditation and all that. Little bit, not much. As students, playing is much more important than anything else. That was the part of me. And now comes my family. This is called Shiv Parivar. Most of the people who are born in this country, they know what is Shiv Parivar. Shiv, Parvati, Ganesh, Kartikeya, and all that. Now just see how this family stays together. The snake on the Shiva. And there is a small mouse also. Same family. Normally, snake is considered to straight away eat the mouse. But here they coexist. Just imagine. So coexistence is very, very important in a family. No gender discrimination. And the foundation of a family is, remember, always sacrifice. Just think for a moment how much your parents may have sacrificed for yourself. From the time when you were a small child, you were just born. Yahan tak ki aapki mother, when you used to wet the bed, she used to shift probably to the wet side and put you in the other side. Starting from that. If you like something to eat, she will cook that during the middle of the night also. So, sacrifice. So Indian values of a family, if I say, they are sacrifice, penance, जिसको हम तपस्या बोलते हैं. Parents tapasya करते हैं. Tomorrow you will become parents, you will get married, you will also do the same thing. And hard work, suffering. They undergo all the suffering for the sake of their children. And passion for the family. How I can take my family to higher heights. Consistency. Have you ever seen your mother saying that, hey, today I'm not well, I can't cook food? Never. Even she is not well, even then she cooks food for her whole family. That's a beauty. How in India, we look after our children, the parents. And how the father is dedicated for his children. He may not buy a new coat or pant or his own pair of shoes, but he will buy a new pair of shoes for the children. He is dedicated for them. These are the values which we imbibe from our parents. And we demonstrate those values for the next generation also. Nobody is doing any favor to anybody. Everybody is doing his duty. And these duties are there in Indian families. Let us inculcate those values in our family. Let us remember our parents even today while we are at IIT Kharagpur or staying at homes with them. Don't undermine their sacrifices which they have done for you. And even when you are staying in the hostel, in the hall, remember your parents are not watching you. But then whenever you do anything and thoda doubt aaye dimag mein, is it correct or not? Just think whether my parents will like it if they come to know. If you feel, yeah, they will like it, just do it. If you feel, no, yaar, my parents will feel very angry about this, they will not like it, just don't do that job. And let me tell you, you will remain on the right track throughout your family. throughout your life. Sorry. So just remember this, whether your parents will like it or not. Guys, tomorrow, after you pass out from this place, you are going to get married yourself. So you have to create a work-life balance. Many people, they get absorbed so much into work that they neglect their family. If you are staying alone, I don't mind working late nights, no problem. You are not married, keep working, no problems. But once you get married, you have a family, you have got children, you have to create a balance between that two. That time, don't neglect your family. Don't neglect your children. Happiness of my family is paramount. That thing should remain in your mind. If you feel, I can't look after my family, I have to do this, I have to do my career, I have to do this, so I have to sacrifice my family. Sorry, you have to look after your family. Then don't get married. Better stay alone. No problems. Say no to ladai jhagda. My book is We Can. There in one place in Hindi it is written, जिंदगी का ये हुनर भी आजमाना चाहिए. अगर जंग दोस्तों से हो तो हार जाना चाहिए. All the time just winning is not important. Many times you accept, hey, come on, you are my friend, come on, ठीक है, I accept your argument. Just for the sake of winning an argument, losing a friend, is it worth it? No, it's not worth it. Similarly, within the family also, we should try no लड़ाई झगड़ा. दुनिया के लिए आप एक व्यक्ति हैं, लेकिन परिवार के लिए आप पूरी दुनिया हैं. Remember that. You are the whole world for your family. Your parents, they have got a lot of expectations from you. Just make sure that you fulfill their expectation as far as possible. Similarly, tomorrow when you get married, your children, your wife, your husband, you complement each other. So take care of yourself also and take care of your family also. They say it is your attitude, not your aptitude, that decide your altitude ultimately in your life. So your attitude has to remain positive all the time. Look for positivity in everything. Use your mental binoculars fully. When things are happening good, yes, focus them properly. When things are going negative way, just reverse the binocular. That's very, very important. One of the basic difference between God and human is God gives and forgives. And human beings gets and forgets. Sorry, let's not do that. Let's always remember God who has given us everything. Be thankful in life what you have. अभी ना पूछो हमसे मंजिल कहाँ है, अभी तो हमने चलने का इरादा किया है. ना हारे हैं कभी, ना हारेंगे कभी. ये किसी और से नहीं, खुद से वादा किया है. Guys, this photograph is of my two friends, my batchmates from LLR Hall, Vishnu Khade and JP Samantri, when we tracked during our second year from IIT Kharagpur to all the way to Jamshedpur. So on the way at one place near Dalbumghad mines, I had taken this photograph of my friends. Vishnu Khade पीछे है, आगे JP Samantri. So I thought, let me put these photographs here. So we used to do those adventure activities. I hope many of you may be doing it. If you are not doing it, just do it. This is the time to have fun also in life. And have ownership mentality. Cultivate ownership mentality wherever you are. At your hall, at IIT Kharagpur, at your home, at your society or a mohalla where you are staying, or you are traveling in a train or wherever it may be. Ownership mentality for the nation, for the society, wherever you are. Take control. They say 5% people make things happen in this world. 15% watch things happening. And 80% don't know what the hell is happening. And being IITian, and that too from IIT Kharagpur, you have to be among those top 5%. Make things happen wherever you are. Take charge. Important. What is good? What is bad? Should I do this thing for my country or shouldn't I do it? If anything you do and you feel, no, my country is going to suffer with this act of mine, it's not good. And tomorrow if it comes on the news channel, oh, my teachers are not going to like it, my parents are not going to like it, Sorry, I will not do it. It's a bad thing. I will not do it. So many times we come across some decision whether I should do it or not, whether it's good or bad. Just think about this. It is good for my country in the long run or not. If it is good, just do it. If it is bad, just don't do it. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is mystery. And today is a gift from God. Use this present. And then you can solve the mystery of tomorrow's also. Tomorrow will also be beautiful if you use this today as a gift from God. Remember, today India is unstoppable. You have come on this planet at a very, very right time in India. India has overtaken today Japan and USA also in setting up solar power plants. Do you know that? India has become an exporter of the most sophisticated BrahMos missile. We just signed a contract with Philippines just a few days back. One of the most sophisticated missiles in the world. We are the 6th largest economy in the world and shall be 5th by next year, definitely, or maybe even this year itself. Our ranking in auto market is 4th. We have surpassed Germany. Germany used to be considered a very big auto manufacturer. We have gone ahead of Germany. In textile, we are number 2. In mobile manufacturing, we are number 2. In steel production, we are number 2. And we are number 1 in sugar production. हमने ब्राजील को पीछे छोड़ दिया है. And we are number 1 in milk production for a very long time now. And there are many more. List is endless today, let me tell you. And it is you who are going to gain in your life because of the position which India today is achieving all over the world. Let's make a new India. What I can do for my country, that is very, very important. Janani Janama Bhumishch Swargat Abhi Gariyasi. Yeah, please. Yes.
Yeah. So just this clicked in my mind that you said that you have to prioritize your family in terms of your work. So my question was, when we see like the Jawans, they are working on border and they have to sacrifice their family time. What about them? Then according to that, they should also not get married.
That is the reason, Nandini, soldiers are really worshipped by Indians. Because they are there on the border, we are all able to sleep peacefully. Precisely. You are 100% correct. That is one profession which sacrifices for the sake of the nation. And that is what I said, me, my family, and my nation. My nation is on the top priority. Family comes next. And next comes me. You are right. We should look after family, no doubt about that. But when it comes to the nation, nation gets the top priority. No doubt about that. And the amount a soldier sacrifices for the nation, his own family, nobody sacrifices, let me tell you. Nobody. Every profession, I feel they are contributing to the nation, whether you are a professor or you are an IAS officer or a police officer, but you can't compare with a soldier on the border who is at minus 30 degrees today on Kargil, on those heights. And we are all able to do whatever we are doing it because of them. So we salute all the soldiers. We must do it. Thank you very much, Nandini, for asking this question.
Thank you so much, sir, for answering.
Yes, sir. So for me, like last time I remember when we met at the opening ceremony of Padaghosh like Leadership Academy, you beautifully explained the last one. Like it was almost like 10-15 minutes about arise, awake, and stop not till your goal is reached. So since like we still have 5 minutes time, if you can elaborate that for our students today as well, like that will be really good because I really loved that explanation when you gave in Padaghosh Academy.
See, there are a lot of things which I can tell, but I thought, if the questions come, then I can be replying those questions pointedly. One thing, remember that this opportunity which you have at IIT Kharagpur, those who are doing engineering for 4 years, you are having with you. Make use of each and every moment of these 4 years. Don't waste your time during those 4 years. And you are having already a thappa of IIT Kharagpur. So there is no reason that you should be standing in the queue for a job. You should not be a job seeker. There should be people requesting you, hey guy, please come and join my company. That type of level you should bring it to yourself. And these days, why these days? Always, many of us, none of us, in fact, English is our mother tongue. It is not. But English is important. Let's accept it very much. So many people these years, I see, even if they are in the final year, they are not very confident about speaking in English language. Very natural when you come in first year, but it's not acceptable when you are in final year. You had full 4 years to polish your English language. If you have not polished even in 4 years, something is wrong. You are not paying good attention. By the time you reach in final year, you should be doing a great job. In my case, if I tell you, my schooling was in J&K. We used to stay in a one-room apartment. The word apartment is also actually a misnomer. It was not. It was a like one room in a mohalla. And there was no proper place even to study. We used to go on the rooftop. और रूफटॉप का जो किनारा होता है उसके साथ सुतली की एक खाट ऐसे टेढ़ी बिछा देते थे, उसके ऊपर एक चादर बिछाते थे, एंड वी माई सेल्फ एंड माई 2 friends we used to sit under that, एंड सुबह से लेकर शाम तक रगड़ देते थे, पढ़ाई करते थे. One of them just retired as superintendent of PGI Chandigarh. The second chap, IIT Delhi, Professor Ashok Gupta, Professor Nirjar Saab may be knowing it, civil department. He was a deputy director some time back. So we came from that background. When I reached at IIT Kharagpur, in Jammu, by the way, I used to win English debate also and Hindi debate also. But when I landed at IIT Kharagpur, I saw chaps speaking so beautiful, fluent English. I said, hey, Baba, I'm nowhere matched to these guys. So I gave up. Then I thought, let me try Hindi. When I tried to speak in Hindi, the UP वालास उन्होंने मेरी धज्जियां उड़ा दी. कहता तो हिंदी बोलता है, पंजाबी बोलता है. मैंने कहा ठीक तो बोलता हूँ. कहता नहीं, तुम बोलते हो कई प्रकार के फूल हैं, बेवकूफ प्रकार नहीं होता, प्रकार होता है. So मेरा हिंदी भी गया. And then I tried, okay, let me try to get good marks in the class. That was also not possible. It was electronics department and everybody was a topper from his own place. So throughout 5 years, I remained among the bottom 10, you can call it. I never went beyond that, bottom 10 throughout. But then I compensated it by getting involved in Gymkhana, became the G6 Ockenkel, and then the VP. And I'm sure many of you know, the only one in the history of IIT till today who was G6 Ockenkel and then the VP. Nobody has been able to break my record till today. And with God's grace, I decided to join Indian Navy, did quite well, and then took premature retirement. And after that also I've been doing reasonably well. And IIT Kharagpur has given me all the love and affection. So I'm quite happy where I am and what I do. So today, you can say I've been to almost more than 150 colleges and universities where I've given talks. More than 150. My book, We Can is also doing reasonably well. It's changing the lives of many. My YouTube channel is there, Excellence Guru. If those people who have missed it, they can just go on my YouTube channel. And good number of things which I have said some way or the other. There are around 50 plus talks are there in that, recorded. So on various topics, Excellence Guru is the name. So that's how it is.
Sir, as you mentioned about your book, We Can. So recently, I started reading the book, and I just want to share one line with everyone that actually touched me and which I have been implementing in my day-to-day life, and it has been helpful for me so far. So the line goes like this: is I think in chapter 3 of God. So every work or everything that you do can be defined using 2 words: your effectiveness and efficiency.
Correct.
Effectiveness is doing the right thing at the right time.
Right time. Yes.
So you everyone does hard work, everyone does the work, but the more effectiveness means you are doing the right thing at the right time. That makes you a better person. And second thing is efficiency. So by doing less work, you are getting more output. That is how smart work is. So these 2 factors make you a better person. When you enter here in your first year, maybe many of us, we might not know how to use Google Sheets also.
Correct.
But by the end of our final year, we are experts in using Google Sheet, Google Doc, all the things. So that these two factors, every day we need to work hard, or we need to work on ourselves to increase our effectiveness and to increase our efficiency. So this thing like has been really like touching ones, which I have been implementing in my life. So thank you for gifting the book as well.
Thank you. Thank you. Fine. Okay. Great. Anybody else? Okay. All of you had a long day, I think. Shri Sai Krishna wants to say something.
Sir, I have a question. Like, suppose a person is working in a very reputed IT company and has a very big responsibility on him, and he also has a critical family situation. Like, how should he decide to which he should give priority?
Very good. Krishna has asked another very pertinent question. See, you have reached, let's say, as a top man in the company. So the company is also your responsibility. Remember that time. And you have a family also. So how to create that work-life balance? जिसको बोलते हैं. Remember, when you grow up in a company for a long time and you are at a senior position, remember, those employees of the company are also actually a part of your family only. Don't consider you are just a paid employee there. Your attachment with that company is also equally there. Now, it's a very important that in such situations, you have to strike a balance. If there is no problem at family is well settled, your wife, your children, they are grown up and they are able to take care of themselves, perfectly fine. Give more time to the company, because they are also suppose 500 employees. Their livelihood also depends upon you. So the company should also do well. At the same time, learn the tricks of a good leader. And what are those? One of the very important thing is learn the art of delegation. Many people remain very busy in their jobs because they don't learn the art of delegation. It is possible to look after a big family and your personal family also. It is very much possible. But problem happens when people feel कि नहीं सिर्फ मुझे ही ये काम करना पड़ेगा, I alone can do it, then the things start creating problems for the life of a person. So learn the art of delegation. And there are 5 Ds of time management. Very important. Learn that. 1 D is if something is very, very essential and very, very important, urgent and important, just do it immediately. Next level, delegate and monitor. Third level, delegate and forget. 4th D is delay. Neither important nor urgent. ठीक है, delay कर दो यार इसको. And last D is just dump it. If it has nothing to do with you personally, your family, your company, still somebody wants you to do it, just dump it, yaar. मेरे पास समय नहीं है. So learn these 5 Ds of time management. There's a chapter on this also in my book. So what Krishna has said is very right. Sometimes you get into this dilemma. Hey, I'm company का मैं top man हूँ यार. So I have to sacrifice my family to some extent. But yes, please do sacrifice to the extent that your wife and children, they don't suffer. If they need your attention sometime, किसी को hospital ले जाना है, अपनी mother को ले जाना है, father को ले जाना है, please find out time. You have to squeeze time for that also. Or tell somebody else to do it the needful otherwise, if you personally cannot be available. So yes, it's very important at that stage, as you grow up in the organization, it's much more important to strike a balance.